It's hard to remember exactly where it all started. If I had to guess, it would be right around the time where Sonny accused me for kidnapping Michael and then shooting Kate. You know, Kate, right?
No, but I have heard of Connie.
Ah, okay, well, Kate got shot on her wedding day. And Sonny blamed me for the whole thing. He had his goons pick me up. That's putting it nicely. And they dragged me to this abandoned psychiatric hospital where they held me and beat the crap out of me for days. Tried to force me to cop to something that I never even did. So Claudia, in typical Claudia fashion, wanted retribution, took out a hit on Sonny, hired this guy who... Long story short, the guy missed. Bullet ricocheted and it hit Michael.
Oh. Okay, so that's how Michael ended up in the coma. And then after all of this, Sonny went and married Claudia?
Match made in heaven, right? Man. And Sonny finally found out that Claudia was responsible for the shooting. He went ballistic, caught her out in front of a room full of people. Claudia in turn kidnapped Carly. I'm sure you know the events that happened the rest of the night. It's just a whole snowball.
I'm really sorry about your sister.
Thank you. She had her issues, though. My father treated her like crap. So in turn, she would always go after the guy who would treat her that way. And Sonny had no problem using Claudia. You know, he'd call her his wife in order to get what he wanted, and that finally just destroyed her. And really, nobody's ever held him accountable for any of it. That's what I'm here for. That should be your cue to run for the hills.
You can take the last one.
You know, I've never been in prison. But when you were a baby, I was in a psychiatric facility called Ferncliff. And that was hell for me. You had no control at all, and it just makes you feel so vulnerable. And there were some things that happened to me in there I never thought I could get over. But I did.
Oh.
I talked to someone, and it really helped me.
Look, Mom, I didn't get out of prison so I can sit down and discuss my feelings with some stranger.
I'm not talking about some stranger. I'm talking about Jason.
After Franco Scotty's not gonna be around anymore.
You don't know that.
Mom, he's gonna be on the run or back in Pentonville.
Okay, you know what? How about me? I'm a good listener. You're an adult. You're way past the age of thinking talking to your mom's lame, so you can talk to me.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. I am an adult, but sometimes when I hear myself, I just sound like some whiny kid.
Michael.
Look, I spent a few weeks in prison, so what?
Hi. Hey.
Will you see this all right?
I took a nap in the chair while you slept, but then the nurses came in and they had to take him for some tests, and the policeman said I had to come back and wait here.
I'm gonna go see how long this lockdown is gonna be in effect.
No offense, but looks like you haven't slept at all.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to sleep again. Every time I close my eyes, I have the worst nightmares.
He's right. The hospital needs to stay on lockdown. And I want to help find my son.
I'm gonna go see if I can find anything new.
There must be some kind of compromise. And we have a hospital full of patients who need more care than we're able to give them under these conditions.
Okay, we'll allow a limited number of medical personnel through one set of doors. I'll need someone from hospital administration to identify and clear them. I'll have a couple of officers take the visitors into the cafeteria and keep them there, and we'll try to keep hallway traffic to staff and emergency care.
That works for me. No one is going to leave this hospital. I promise. I'm going to find Amy.
you thinking?
Something's staring us right in the face and we're not seeing it.
When I was in the plaza in LA, I saw this beautiful blonde and I thought that is one hell of a double for Lulu. And then it was you. So really, what were you doing in LA?
I told you I was worried about you.
Oh, that's nice. Don't ever do it again.
Why, you're the only one who can take chances?
It was my job. You could have got hurt.
But I wasn't, and Franco's been stopped.
Yeah, and this time tomorrow, Jason will be going back to Bentonville.
So what about you? Are you gonna go after Sonny?
You know, we really gotta work out a privacy plan for Michael.
How about this?
Kind of busy here.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, new rule, maybe you call first before you just decide to show up.
Well, why don't you just answer me this? Why isn't Jason Morgan back in Pentonville doing other people's laundry?
The Jekyll has used his superior cyber skills to sabotage the lock on Stone Cold's ankle monitor. Within mere moments, you could be free to roam far and wide.
Okay, now when did you have time to figure this out?
Well, my intention initially was to give young Michael the ability to roam around freely. You know, perhaps Mr. Sir would look more kindly upon the Jackal if he was able to access his son without fear of Michael's reincarceration.
I thought this was supposed to be foolproof.
Well, I'm certain no fool could have done what I have.
So you're telling me that I can disable my ankle monitor without triggering the alarm?
Yes, disable and remove, creating ideal circumstance for you to disappear. We could then place the monitor in some obscure location, creating a perfect distraction. You could be halfway to anywhere you would like, and the law-abiding ones will be pursuing a most confusing distraction.
I love you, Spinelli. Oh, thank you.
I'm fond of you as well.
Okay, now we just have to figure out where we want to go.